All right, let's go out to Jordan in the NYC. What's up, Jordan?
How you doing, John? Pleasure. Good. Thanks for taking my call.
You got it. What's up?
So my wife, she started orientation for her new job. She's a nurse, so we needed somebody to watch our 3-year-old while I work on between hours. And we had her mother-in-law come by, and it's been about 6 weeks now. She's finished her orientation, and my wife wants her to stay for a little bit longer. But in the last 6 to 8 weeks, our bills have gone through the roof.
Ooh, she got to go.
Dude, hey, Jordan, best of luck to you, my friend.
So I'm at a crossroads here because, now my wife is saying that, that her job wants her to work days for a few weeks to get adjusted to it. And, she's off by 3 o'clock. It doesn't take much time out of my day. I'm pretty much home 3 out of the 4 days out the week. I go to the office 2 days a week. And, I don't know how to tell her, hey, your mom has to go. Because I've,
Hey, Jordan, what are these bills?
Well, my electricity bill has gone from $300, which it averages, to $672.
Oh, gosh.
How?
So she's cold. She's turning the heat up.
She's home she's there all day.
Oh, man. She's turning the heat up. She's eating all the lunch meat.
What else?
And the heating bill, too. So I have propane heat and electricity.
Dude.
Oh, man.
Okay, can we have real talk for 1 second?
Yes.
All right, so there is a financial aspect to this. Okay, no question.
We're trying to get out of debt.
I know, but hold on. When you were dating your wife and you fell head over Jordan heels for her, money didn't matter. You figured it out. You had a test coming up in college. I don't care. I'm going to go see her. A show's coming to town. She don't want to go. I'm not going. You figure it out. And now you got mother-in-law there, staying with the family, and then these bills come in. Bills are real. That is hundreds of dollars that were not on the tab just a couple weeks ago, and here they are. That's real. And there's something underneath it that's getting into you. What is it?
Well, for her being here for 6 weeks, I don't think much has changed. My wife has said, we'll get to go out. We'll get to do things because there's somebody who watches the baby all the time. And none of those things have happened.
All right. Now we're getting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you and your mother-in-law get along?
She's there. There's no, she gets in the way. Let's just put it like that.
Hey, she's probably not listening, so you can tell us the truth.
Does she get in the way, like, just because it's your house, you want to walk around in your underwear if you want to because it's my house? Or does she get in the way, like...
she's just taking things upon herself. Like, the UPS guy comes, I run a small business. We'll get mail come and packages. And there's multiple packages that I can't find because she says she puts them somewhere and it's not there. And the other day I found 2 of them outside in boxes by the recycle.
Yikes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So Jordan, here's where you got to go. Okay. I don't envy you because at the end of the day, you do have somebody that in their heart and mind came in to help, right? And your wife probably feels a sense of both duty to mom to give her a purpose and just a comforting sense that there's somebody else there watching the kid, all that stuff. I think if you haven't before, this is going to be the first time you ever sat down and not use the word she and them and y'all, but you sit down with your wife in a private conversation and say, me. I'm struggling. I feel like I've lost my house, the house that you and I share, that you and I are building. Our bills have doubled, if not more so. I got packages disappearing. I love and honor the fact that your mom packed up and came out here. And I really I'm feeling less and less safe in my own house. Not in a someone's going to get me kind of way, but like I'm losing my own home and I don't want to have another parent in this house. And so give your wife an opportunity to speak back, and because it may be an issue of boundaries. It may be an issue of, hey, if there's a package that comes to this house, don't touch it. I'll pick it up. Or put it right here in this area or something like that.
But can he also say, we agreed that this was going to be for
Absolutely.
6 months?
Yes.
Or what did you say, 6 weeks or 6 months?
6 weeks.
Okay. And now how long has it been?
We're 8 weeks now.
Okay. So can he say, hey, we agreed this was going to be 6 weeks, and I was really great with that agreement, but I don't know how, I don't feel good about 8 weeks
Yes.
or longer.
Yes, but here's my concern, Jordan, that you've got other issues going on in your marriage. And I don't want it all coming out on mother-in-law.
Or wife. You seem like a straightforward kind of guy, like myself. And sometimes we can bust in the room and be like, you said that this was only going to be like this. And now look at this. What are you going to do? Like, look, Jordan, that's how we are. I'm going to just put myself in there.
That's happened.
That's
Don't
how
do
we
that.
are. We gotta hold back, Jordan. We gotta find our inner John Deloney.
Speak to be heard, not so you have not just to have said something. Okay, speak to be heard.
She also sees that, because she's made comments here and there, like the things that she thought her mother would be doing to make her life easier isn't happening.
Yeah.
And maybe your wife desperately wants you to step up and be the bad guy here. And tell your wife, I'm happy to be the bad guy here.
Ooh.
I'm happy to tell.
Wait, no, I don't. Okay, John, we rarely disagree, but
Okay.
I don't agree.
Well, I'm saying this. When I say bad guy, I'm willing to say, hey, my oh yeah.
You can't tell the
You're right,
in-laws.
You're right.
You can't come
That's
at
on me. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
I don't know that you're wrong. I'm just saying
No, I'm wrong.
I wouldn't try it.
Good call out. Yeah, Jordan, y'all need to be united on it. And at this point, your wife's going to have to be a grown-up too and sit down and say, hey, here's in 2 weeks, we're ready to transition and get our house back. We're so grateful for you. Here's a really fancy dinner. Here's a night out on the town. Here, we're taking you to a Broadway play. Whatever we're going to do, we're going to do something really nice, but it's time.
Yeah.
Is that going to go over well with your wife?
Wrap it in a thank you. Yep.
She for the most part, she follows my lead, but it's her mother and she's the youngest of 8.
Yep. Where does mom go after this?
Back to Boston.
She has a place, or she's going to another sibling?
She has a place, but she's usually she lives in Florida, but she spends most of her time with her kids in Boston, and it's like her sister lives 10 minutes down the street. She doesn't want to go and see her sister.
Okay. Well, that's a her issue, not you guys. I'd stay out of that stuff. But hey, listen, if you and your wife had plans like, hey, when you get to this nursing job, we're going to be able to go out, we're going to have extra money, all that, and that's not happening, don't roll all that stress into this conversation. Because it can be real easy that all of a sudden this conversation turns into and you said this, and this never happens, and now your mom's here, and now we're at war, and nobody's going to win. Let this be about, hey, we want to get our house back. We said 6 weeks. It's been 8 weeks. At 10 weeks, this is done. Let's sit down together and have this conversation. I was wrong. Jade was right. Don't divide it up. We're going to do this one together. And then let's have a different conversation. Now that she's settling into her new job, now that you're settled in, now that you got your house back, what is it going to look like to have a date night once a week? That's why we work so hard. I don't want to have a one night a month with you. I want 1 night a week with you. I want 2 nights a week with you. What is it going to look like to find childcare? What's it going to look like to do all these things to create a life that is worth living, man?
Yeah.
So, and so good for you, Jordan. Thanks for trusting us. You do have to have a hard conversation, but again, remember, make the conversation, especially initially, about you, what you're struggling with, what you're upset with, what's hurting you. Don't come in guns a-blazing, because your wife's going to have one option. That's to defend herself, and now you got World War III, and there's no sense in that.
I don't envy him, but I think if he wraps it up, like you said, wrap the mother-in-law up in a thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for all of this. Here's a meal. We're so appreciative. Da-da-da-da-da. Then you bring the wife over here and wrap that up in a nice date. And it's like, hey, I've missed you. Like anytime your husband or spouse comes at you with the I miss you, I want to be with you, I don't get to spend enough time with you, if you're not melting down, I don't know what's happening to you. I don't know what's happening. Go melt her like butter, like a hot knife through butter.
Man, we have very different spouses.